Thank you, Patrick. So that's based on our past experience last year, we have developed 4 products, and we want to deliver 3 themes. First, students can improve their communication skills. Second, students benefit a lot from intercultural learning. Third, our innovative training method would create a whole new experience which is totally different from traditional school learning. So, what are the products? Product A, maximizing learning, is our core product which aims at motivating students to learn more. We teach in the way, as Freddie just demonstrated, we use interactive and interesting way of delivering the class. The reason that we are able to price so low is that we don't need to pay for the rent, as we hold most of the workshops in secondary schools and universities. Also, we fix on Form 3 and Form 4 students as they are experiencing such an important transitional period in their life. Next product is small group learning. They're going to be maximum 8 people per class, and we work on liberal studies, and we only need 2 students per month to cover the basic cost for renting a small office in home and team. Next one, experimental learning. It's not our core product, as our trainer gonna work in our partner's school, but we're gonna test out our new teaching method in that workshop, and we will work on cultural issues mainly to see how the students gonna react. Next one, summer conference. We're gonna further reduce the cost by involving more students in one conference, and for those participants, they will be just finishing up primary school. We believe that we will prepare them mentally for this transition period, not only about the switching of teaching language in school, but also about to develop a right attitude to start a new life in secondary school. That's all about product. We targeted 150 EMI school mainly, and all we need is 6 school contracts in the first year to make our enterprise sustainable. We direct approach schools, and we contact parent-student associations and do other kinds of promotions as well. Next one is our minimum sales target. I would say it's really conservative to make our enterprise sustainable. And based on that, we have our 3-year finance plan. What does this translate? First, we already broke even since last year. Second, we guarantee positive cash flow every month, as we always receive payment before the program starts. And third, we are able to make a profit out of this program to make our enterprise sustainable. That's all about finance.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges, this is why we are here today. This is what ICE wants to achieve. We want to change the mindset and the attitude of local students towards minorities and foreigners. Now, I've been living and studying in Hong Kong for a good 3 years now, and a lot of my friends are from South Asia. They're dark-skinned, and because they're dark-skinned, they sometimes get discriminated against. Is this really what we want to see in Asia's World City? ICE also wants to provide job opportunities for minorities. Now, we want to invite them to come to us as trainers. Most of them don't have any interaction with foreigners, or they don't have any educational system that really embraces this type of learning by educational learning. and learning through intercultural experiences. And this is where ICE wants to come in and change. We also provide workshops in English, which enable students to practice and improve their English proficiency. And with the revenue that we make, we want to create a scholarship program where minorities' children can go to university to study, and also invest in different community projects so we can, together with students, create a better future.
Most importantly, every year, ICE make impact, changing attitude and mindset for 1,000 students. We want to make a movement that change education system in Hong Kong to make it more international, interactive, and interesting. And we want to make students more curious, creative, and critical. And we want to mobilize those students who are passionate about certain social issues and make a community project to educate the general public of different issues. We want to see the impact. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. And now is the time for the Q&A section. Please note that only the team members and the judges are allowed to speak in this section. So judges, you may begin.
I personally find it interesting, particularly because this is it is an ongoing project, right? Now, can you tell us a little bit more about when you started the whole project last year or 2 years ago? Okay, the major hurdles that you encountered. Now, this may help us to better assess, the future path of the development of your project.
Thank you for the question. Last year, in February, when I just came back from Europe, I started to have this idea to make the intercultural education in Hong Kong. And first, all the schools are skeptical about what is this about. Can you improve my children's academic result? If this is not going to make them score better, we're not buying it, we're not paying you. This is one of the major challenges. The second challenge would be the visa, because we need a lot of foreigners, and the process of getting visa is tough. And we need to prove that we have enough operational capital. So in order to deal with this, we're actually using the local foreigners to help at this stage. Let's say Patrick is for sure capable to deal with the cultural workshop, even he's in our team. They are not our full-time trainers. So with the marketing problem to the schools and the visa processing, this is the biggest challenge we're facing last year.
Just to follow up, so the difficulty or the major challenge, is it are you trying to sell it to the schools or to the parents?
Yes, this is a very good question, separating who is our customers. First, we approach the principal and say this is really good to improve the students' global competitiveness, intercultural competency, but the school said, we already fixed our budget. This is really hard to just jump in something and then change our budget totally. Even I love your passion to change the students' mindset. So the principal organized a talk with around 200 parents that they want to have some kind of value-added education after school. Then we make our presentation and then make our application right after the presentation. Then we get enough parents who enroll in our class, and it becomes our second workshop that we operate for 4 days later.
So you're still using schools as the entrance point?
For our product A, yes. This is a school-based or institute-based training. Also, we are partnering with different education institutes. They provide students and the venue. We provide the content and the trainers. We cooperate each other and separate the profit. This is our product C, about ICE experiment learning. And so far, with the challenge of the school budget fixing and the visa problem, we are putting a lot of effort to make sure we have enough courses for other centers, but using our content and to solve the cash flow problem.